today's interconnected world, where virtual spaces are almost as important as physical ones, it's important to discuss the dynamics and effects social media has today on society as a whole. Hi everyone, my name is Hannah Larsen and I'll be discussing social media in overview. To do this, I want to cover 5 main topics with you today. First, what is social media? I'll be discussing the definition of it as well as the words that you might think of when you think of social media, as well as why Americans use social media today, just so that you can get kind of a background of what people use it for and why. I'll also be covering the platforms that people use, just the most popular ones, as well as the just the different ones and the differences that they have. I'll also be covering the pros and the cons of social media, because there are pros and cons to everything in life. So first, what is social media? So the first thing that comes to mind when you think of social media is probably pictures on Instagram of your friends and family, or maybe funny videos that you've seen on TikTok. Well, those are things that are included in social media, but one of the main words that you might think of is networking, which is what social media is used for. So it is a technological advancement where you can connect with others online through networking by posting your own content or by commenting and looking at other people's own content. So here are a few words that you might think of, just a little word bubble or a word umbrella for social media. So information, network, people, networking, other things like that. So that's what most people think of when they think of social media, and this is just an overview of it. Next is why Americans use social media. So there are a lot of different reasons why people use it, but there were 7 main ones that I wanted to cover with you today, the most popular ones from a Pew Research study. So first, the first reason is staying in touch with current friends. So around 67% of Americans use social media as a outlet to connect with their current friends by either posting and letting people know what they're doing, or by commenting and connecting with others. Another reason is to connect with family members. Around 64% of people do that as well. And as well as reconnecting with old friends. A lot of people in older generations like to connect with their old friends that way through Facebook or other platforms. Another reason is to connect with others with similar interests and hobbies. So people might post about the art that they like or the books that they like to read on social media so that they can connect with others with similar interests. Another reason Americans use social media is to make new friends. Not a lot of people use it for this reason, but it's still a reason that people use social media, so you can make friends. Another reason is to read comments of public figures such as celebrities and politicians, people like that who are just important in the media. So a lot of people like to look at their comments and their views online. Another reason is dating. Not a lot of people do this, only 3% use social media for dating, but there's still that option to find a romantic relationship through social media. Next, we'll cover the platforms. So when you think of social media, you might think of something like this. So you open Twitter, it's now called X as well, and you scroll through every different post on here and just kind of look through it at your whim. But there are a lot of different platforms of social media. So there's Twitter, it's now called X, like I mentioned previously, where you can post tweets, and these tweets people can comment on or repost or like, and that's just one way to communicate with others. Another way is through Reddit. In Reddit, you can post and have other people comment as well. There's also the scrolling option in there. In TikTok, you can only post videos or pictures with a sound over it. So you can also scroll through different posts on there as well. And then there are a lot of different other ones as well. There's Pinterest, and there's YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. There's just a lot of different platforms that everyone uses, and they all use them to connect with others in some type of way to connect with society. So here are some of the pros of social media, just the reasons why people should use it and why they do use it. So first, of course, is staying connected. Everyone wants to stay connected with their friends and their family, and that's a great plus to social media since you connect with others. Next is access to information and research. So social media isn't the best way to get information and research, but it is one way to be informed and hear about the latest news. Next is online learning. So through platforms such as LinkedIn, there are options where they have courses that you can take where you can look at different learnings and just different topics so you can learn more about business and things like that. And next is involvement in civic engagement. So this way you can post and have other people relate to you, so you can express your own voice in your public opinion and hear others, so you can engage with others civically. The last pro is there are some great marketing tools in social media. I personally see a lot of things on social media. Instagram and TikTok, those are my main two that I use. They have lots of ads, and that's where I find some of my best products, or just a lot of the products that I buy are just through social media since they are popular on there, and that's what I buy. Next are the cons of social media. Unfortunately, there are some downsides. So first, we'll cover online versus reality. So a lot of people with social media struggle to tell the difference between just what people post online. A lot of the times they'll post perfect versions of themselves, and in reality, everyone's not that perfect. So it's important to keep in mind the difference between online perfection and imperfection of reality. Next is increased usage. A lot of people get addicted as well, so they use it a lot and then they get addicted, and it's just a recurring cycle where they're just using social media all the time. So it's important to kind of limit your usage so you don't get too addicted. Next is self-image issues. So as mentioned previously, in the online versus reality, there is the negative effect of online versus reality self-images, such as Photoshop when it comes to acne, where people cover up their acne in Photoshop, but in real life, everyone has some acne. And then there are Photoshop where it enhances your body in different ways. But in real life, everyone's just got a normal body. Next is cyberbullying as well. So in cyberbullying, that can happen through comments on posts or private messages or direct messages. So people will attack others virtually through their words online, which can be hateful and can at times lead to suicide if it is directed in such a way like that. So those are some bad sides to social media, but in conclusion, it is a way to connect with others. And I believe as long as you're careful and use it responsibly, that you can connect with others in a positive way and become a part of today's society. As long as you avoid others who are bullying and you decide to maybe just keep those people out of your life and block them, you can connect with others in great ways and share your own opinion. Thank you so much for watching my speech today.